case to be made for consolidating, but I'm not going to be listening to it. Not when I could just kill Vijayanagara. Now that feels good, doesn't it? Now he took the bait, my carefully placed bait that would make him attack these mercs. Oh, I thought I'd paused there. I had not. I think now I have exhausted it. Yeah, I've got the full war score from battles. Could just about call the war there. Not quite, but almost. It's at this point that consolidation would probably help me out a bit. But I don't have much to even consolidate with. Right, how would I get out Vijayanagar from here? I'd have to find a way down into his capital, fort, and siege it up. And that would require a lot of boom, boom, boom. Well, actually only... Nah, 1, 2, and then another. Might be worth doing, though. Might be worth doing. We have a bit of siege, we're a cannoneer. Hell, we can try. I hope they don't come to fight me, because they would probably win. They're probably going to go for that fort again. Jake, please just surrender. Think about the children and the widows of your soldiers. Oh, I'm thinking about them. It's what helps me get to sleep at night. It's a bit of a shame that they're making good progress on that fort. This is also a problem. Man, I'm never going to get through with men at this rate. Going to be finished in 1725. Sabotage, overextension, far-reaching diplomacy is only +1. What I need is +2. But I can undo a lot of these occupations. What would be better is undoing high development occupations, but I can't have everything. Jake, don't surrender, take more land, keep growing. I like the way you think there. 38 stack and a Sam going full French diplomat. Whoa! You're right. How long have they been burning there for? Probably a very long time. Thanks for the heads up. Glad someone keeps an eye on the situation. If I'd lost battles over here and due to not having them, I would have been none too impressed. With myself, of course. Can only blame myself, not others. It appears that we are now malevolent. No, that's our heir. Thankfully, our subjects all love us, so that's not a big concern. That said, we are still going full French diplomat, so let's fix that. The trouble is, even if I occupy some Vijayanagari forts, it's not a lot in the grand scheme of things, because they have so many people by their side in all of this. But still, we do what we can, since we must. And as ever, fort rolls don't go particularly my way. Let's hang out with the other guys, because I fear those ones may try to attack us. War is hell. I really don't want them taking that fort, because that's a gateway province into the rest of my realm. Glad we got that, though. Now the bulk of you are getting out of there in time, but what would you say if I had 6 maneuver? And what would you also say if I force-marched my way in there? You'd say, too bad we're still getting out on time. I see how it is. I need to unbunker bust some of my bunkers. Let's just stop them from getting too many numbers. Okay, that's because Uzbek find themselves at war. They're not going to be renting out their army anymore for fiddlesticks. I need a wildcard diplomat at this point. Also, have you ever thought about coring your provinces there? No, they say. I'm going to have to core those after I integrate you, haven't I? Such great music for all this. Remember what I say about your 10 to 1s. Always, always get them. Okay, he's a bit scared, but they both leave that place at the same time and march into that jungle. They will enjoy a river crossing penalty as long as I have pretty much any maneuver here. And then I can just chase them down and kill them. There's no reason for me to engage them here. That's kind of nice if they get split up as well, though. I'm not actually sure what they're doing right now. But maybe they should run. Okay, very close to getting peace with these guys. Might even get some good peace where I break them up with Liang. And then I can just attack Liang next time. I'm not scared of Changsheng or Andhra. And that would be a great piece to get. It would be even greater piece if I could get the 2 provinces I need off of the Bengal situation. But that might be pushing it. But hey, you don't get anywhere by not pushing things. 17th, 11th. Oh man, would you make your mind up? I could be the one attacking you. Maybe I should just be the one attacking them. Don't want that crossing penalty though. I don't want penalties at all. And I have very little cannons here, so it would be a very bad fight for me. Man, what are they even doing? Alright, he's locked out of there, that's good. This other guy doesn't know what to do, so I'll just pay him a visit and slaughter him. I get there on the 22nd, he's out of there on the 19th. Good, 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 good. He tries to march his way back in, force march no less. And then I tell him how that's a bad idea, and then he continues to force march his way out because he doesn't know what to do. What a bloody loser. Let's just make our way in, shall we? Ah, but he's still making gains on that fort of mine. Don't want him doing that. Gonna undo that and then bunker bust. Maybe you guys could get some headway on the whole bunker busting situation. Oh man, it must be terrible being Indian. You just die. See, Jake, always believe in your balls. Make Dai Viet proud. I need to get a big old Dai Viet flag. Oh, that's actually very bad. I brought myself far below levels of flanking that I want. Oh well, crush them anyway. Don't be scared, just kill. Just kill. Wow, I mean, I just flattened your army, and they almost want out of it. Yeah, they know it's a bad idea. A 3 siege Khmer general. I think we're trading places here, actually. Oh no. Not greed. At least we're kind-hearted, so it's taking care of some of that war exhaustion, at least. Three siege general. I should have been putting him in charge a lot longer ago. So we're short pretty much all the cannons. Let's get on it. Well, could white peace out now, but why do that? We're in no hurry, right? As long as Diviets stay by my side and they still have high war enthusiasm, you get +5 for taking the enemy capital. Now that's a nice breach. More of that, please. Now the occupation of my subject's probably going to slow down the integration there. Well, hot damn, Vijayanagar's capital is going. I don't know where it's going, but they're probably not going to like where it's going. Like I said to A-Twix, I have no intention of taking over India. I know it's rich. I know it's one of the most profitable places to have in the world, but it's not my goal to take India. Maybe if I'm on the hunt for the most beautiful looking borders around, I'll go for it, but it's not not on the cards right now. You know, what I should be doing is making him squeam. Probably shouldn't be using actual real units for this, but I am anyway. Because once his capital falls, I can probably get out of this war in a more favourable situation. War score is still ticking up in my favour. Oh, well, this is why it was a bad idea to use real units. Something, no manpower. That's also a bad part of it. Without my cannons here to kick some ass, might want to pull back a bit here. So close. Come now, it's just a crappy little capital fort. We've blown through plenty of them in our time. Now that's pretty nice. I could almost get what I want out of him, which is mostly breaking up with Liang. Crunch. And really, once some of the length of war and the war score from battles goes up for me, that'll be pretty easy. But part of it is Vijayanagari military strength. If I were to bring that down ever so slightly, then he probably would not be so keen for peace. Just a bit. Actually, that's not the numbers that I'm looking for here. That's also a pretty decent general he has, so... I mean, if he wants to fight me in dry lands, that's all the more better for me. So he goes there, he gets locked in, I go right in instead. 15th, 11th. I want a whole load of fiery balls on him. I should probably bring those two together since manpower is not something I'm dripping with. Ah, they couldn't make it. That's okay, same could be said for Vijayanagar right about now. Great. They even lose a province for what they tried to do to me. Pretty good. No Liang alliance, no Bastar. And that is how you win punitive wars. Oh, that feels great. That just feels amazing. I'm not sure to keep going or to take a wee break, because I mean it is wearing on, and I got a lot of streaming to do tomorrow as well. Well, I mean it's just like chopping wood at this point, so I think we'll keep going. Just core up Glorious Bastar. Yeah, I think it used to have increased core creation cost, but it's gone now, thanks to cores expiring. So if you're a merc, scrunch up. If you're not a merc, scrunched up. Man, I just finished dealing with all my everything. Alright, you guys get over to Bengal Delta. You guys also get over to Bengal Delta. And you folks, funnily enough, you go to Bengal Delta. And hopefully, you got all that land cored, right? Of course you didn't. Nepal, please take... what's it called? Panipat off my hands. And Nepal, please take Upper Doab off my hands. There we go. And now I'll make sure that Vijayanagar stay below 50 aggressive expansion for the rest of the game. Unless I am so big that they scare me not. We have no real rebel threats apart from Damin. Whatever this is. Whatever it is, I don't care about it. Optimism and peace will keep my war exhaustion down. By optimism, I do of course not mean optimism. I mean my kind-hearted ruler. I'm going to pay off that everything. Stop paying our troops. Those are missionaries. Ah, see, everything's fine. And maybe someday men will core their provinces. And they even have admin ideas, I think. They got the only admin idea that matters. And to think you actually thought about surrendering provinces, Jake. Well, it was an idea, but this works out better because it means... why am I not getting a spy network on Liang? Instead I'm just doing perma spy network on Bengal, who I'm about to annex, of course. But I just need Bengal and one province off of Vijayanagar, and it's game, set, and match. For the achievement, at least. I want all of this. Improve relations is probably the best thing I could get out of a lot of them. Jake, deactivate forts. Yeah, I was about to do that before I got sidetracked about Rebs. Alright, again, Merc Scum, just hang out over there and have people attached to you. The rest of you, I think we were onto a good thing with the whole setup of our units. Sadly, it didn't work out so well. Maybe I should use slightly more horses, maybe 4 each. That way I will have some not covered by cannons, but 22 is... nah, it's pretty nasty for splitting up. Forget about it. 10, 8, and 2. That's what we'll go with for this one. I usually change my compositions between campaigns, and it's not for any really good reason. I just like playing with different ones because it gets me different experience in the game. And there's that. Okay, I have a lot of manpower to get back before my regulars look anywhere decent. Now, if you're looking at this and you're trying to figure out how to play well from this Manipur campaign, that's a pretty bad idea, because I have been very specifically not doing things that would make me filthy rich. If I wanted to be filthy rich, what I would be doing, for sure, is dominating the Malacca node, because it just smokes money. I'd be taking all this land essentially for free. I'd especially be taking these Spice Islands, because, I mean, no one is going to defend turn 8 or Tidor, and no one's going to care about it. But I've not been doing that because I have had my heart set on just dealing with mainland here, because you're not always going to be in situations where you can take on delicious land like that. It's usually a way to get to it, but it's not always possible. How old's that old bastard on your throne, Jake? He's not that old, he's only 41. Should we demand perfection? I mean, we have plenty of prestige here. Nah, I'm not that much of an ass. Okay, Liang is going down now. What the hell, are Japan now? Should I even care about that? I don't think I should. Maybe I'll tell them to break that alliance. Because I'm going to be going for Liang in about 2.5 years, which isn't very long. They got Andhra and Chengsheng on their side. And Dai Viet might want to help me here, but I can't guarantee that. That claim will be gone in 78. At that point, having the spy network will be pretty useless, so I'll start using you for other things. You don't really want to be Liang's friend. I don't have a Cass's belly, so they won't listen to me there. Changsheng, we don't really care about. I'm just going to eat them. Andhra, I don't also really care much about, but their distraction I'd probably rather not have. Then again, if I do that, Liang might find themselves another ally, so if I'm going to do it, I'll do it right before I declare war on them. Kind of to be expected, that revolt. Sadly, I don't really have the units to deal with it. I guess you guys will do. Oh, that's my kind of modifier. Shame about the corruption, but let's get that tech. And I don't really need another idea group. What should I take? Any suggestions there? Ah, hell, let's do it while it's cheap. Nice to get some corruption reduction among other things. I don't need the Fabby Fast one. Sheikh, when you turn your attention to Europe, how are you going to control the Great Asian Coalition? There won't be one. I'm confident in that. They're going to have to go over to Panipat anyway. Damn. That's my regulars taking some heavy damage there from the Prussia of India's rebels. At least that's them getting the revolt out of the way, so I shouldn't have to worry about it anymore. They'll just get that all cored up. No harm, no foul. Jake, didn't you talk about taking influence for culture conversion? Yeah, but I don't think it's worth it. I have a lot of culture converting to do, for sure. And if anything, I should get started early. Like, I was meant to put some Qin culture up north to give me something to essentially spawn from. But I was trying to find a low development province to do that with. You're actually pretty good. Let's do that. Any more for any more? Ah, hell, this province is cheap as chips. And then because I spawned Qin here, it's cheaper to get it surrounding here. The idea is I don't want Chinese to exist whatsoever. Wait, are these guys even Chinese? They're probably Miao. Nah, they're Yi. Yi's cool. Yi's part of me, which actually means I shouldn't be doing you. I gotta do this one whether I want to or not. Expensive. I've been focusing on admin a long time, but I don't think I'm going to need to very much anymore. That admin efficiency is really good though. I should be taking it. But no, I need to focus on dip, because without it I'm facing some pretty hefty corruption from unbalanced research. And that's expensive these days. That's very expensive these days. Corruption's no joke for me. Oh right, it's not long before I fight you, is it? It's about 1.5 years until I really have to rev up for it. I shouldn't be very scared of Japan, and Liang will of course, Dai Viet rather, will of course help me out. Except attitude towards enemies is getting my way there, and even if I tell him to help me out in this war, that's not going to help. That's not very good. I can crush Liang with my own 2 fists here, but a bit of Dai Viet help goes a long way, you know? Because even if I tell them to prepare for war, I think it's only plus 20, and I need a bit more than that. If my diplomatic reputation wasn't so down in the gutter, though, probably managed to do that. I mean, trust is helping out in a big way. So I could ask them to prepare for war, and I could build up trust just a little bit more with Influence Nation, expensive though it is. Now, I don't need Diviate in this war, can't stress that one enough, but I still want them there. Alright, so maybe once that thing wears off, but I'm not sure if it will in time. 81, it's not good. I need just a bit more. I could... You got a strong claim if I take a 20 legitimacy hit. No, actually, my legitimacy will be up fine and dandy soon enough. Nah, we got this. We got this. Plus, if all else falls through, I have not got this because I don't have diplomatic filled up. Oh well. Jake, accept Bengal culture. I haven't been accepting cultures, have I? Bengali's a pretty cool culture, but I don't have dip to spare, so I'd rather not. Plus, what's acceptable about Bengal? Tell me that. I'm gonna tear these guys to pieces. January, a little over a year. I don't have much time for building up an army here, and I don't really have the money for mercs. I need a diplomatic reputation advisor on the double. Let's just waste all our money in pursuit of that. French spy on France. Yeah. Man, I need to get that changed. I don't like that micro. I don't think anyone does, to be fair. Okay, he would just about join in. Why are you still here? Get out of my country. You're what I'm looking for. Now we'd get them in, no problem. Good. That's what we're looking for. And I would still get in my way, but when wouldn't they? Let's get those forts paid for, because people always get on my case about that. Yeah. Me and Diviate, we're going to rip them to shreds. I might as well have my mercs down there to take the brunt of everything. Oh, I'm quite excited about this. Tearing up Liang, finally. And I was ready for that, because Gouda is my claim now and forever. Just don't know what to take here. I mean, since I don't really need lots of ideas, it might be a good idea to take 2 admin ideas, just so I can get cheaper core creation cost. Because I still have a lot of land to take in core, and it's hella expensive. Unless I take 800, well... And again, offensive's always nice. All ideas are nice. Heck, trade is nice too. Someday, Min. Someday. Please stop developing your land. Didn't really want Bastar, and I certainly don't want it to be revolting on me, so